Meet Grug. He just signed up for a new service for only 2 small teeth. Seems like a total bargain, right? A few months later, Grug spots a free trial sign on a rock. He signs up immediately, forgetting that time keeps moving. Soon, Grug has subscriptions for everything: mammoth tracking, stone polishing apps, and services he used once and then completely ignored. One evening, Grug looks at his pile of teeth labeled wants. He's confused. The pile is vanishing, but he hasn't bought anything new. He pulls out his old stone statements and starts a tally. 2, 3, 6. It all adds up to 27 teeth a month. But when he multiplies that by 12, the number hits 324. Grug is absolutely stunned by the annual cost. Here is the trap. A one-time purchase like this club has a clear price. You feel the pain once and move on. But a subscription is a loop. The decision is made once, and the money disappears automatically every month, becoming invisible. It is time for an audit. Grug uses his chisel to evaluate every service. If it isn't useful, it has to go. Don't let your teeth vanish into thin air. Audit your subscriptions today and find your own invisible costs. Now the math that changes how small numbers feel. Let Grug return to Grug's 27 teeth per month, 324 teeth per year. Tribe might look at 324 teeth per year and think, still not a huge number, in the context of a full year of expenses. And in isolation, maybe that's true. But Grug now applies what he learned in the compound interest and opportunity cost videos. 324 teeth, if directed toward investments instead, growing at a rate similar to what Grug discussed in the investing video. Over 10 years, this isn't just 3,240 teeth. It's 324 teeth added every year, each year's contribution having its own time to grow. Grug runs the numbers. 324 teeth per year, invested annually, growing at a reasonable long-term rate over 30 years. The kind of time horizon Grug discussed in the retirement video comes out to a figure many multiples of the simple 324 times 30. The exact number depends on the growth rate assumed, but the structural point is the one Grug already learned. Small recurring amounts over long time horizons become large amounts, precisely because of compounding. Subscriptions are, in effect, small recurring deductions from that same compounding process running in reverse. Every tooth that goes to an unused subscription is a tooth that doesn't get the decades of compounding that Grug's investment teeth get. This doesn't mean every subscription is bad or that Grug should cancel everything. It means the comparison is 3 teeth a month, forever, versus 3 teeth a month, invested. For the time horizon Grug actually has. Now Grug addresses the audit, because finding these costs requires actually looking, and looking is simpler than it sounds, but does require a specific approach. The challenge: subscriptions are scattered. Some charge monthly, some annually, making them even easier to forget since an annual charge happens just once a year. Some are charged to one payment method, others to a different one. Some were signed up for so long ago that Grug doesn't recognize the name. Grug's audit approach. Step 1. Pull statements covering a full year, not just a recent month. This is essential specifically because of annual subscriptions. A monthly-only review will miss anything that charges once a year, which are often larger amounts precisely because they're billed less frequently and less salient. Step 2. List every recurring charge, regardless of size. The goal at this stage isn't to judge anything yet, just to make the invisible visible. Grug found, going through this exercise, charges for things signed up for over 2 years prior, completely forgotten. Step 3. For each item, ask 3 simple questions. Do I know what this is? Have I used it in the last month? Would I sign up for this today at this price if I were seeing it for the first time? A no to the first question is useful information. It suggests something that's been running long enough, unnoticed, to become unfamiliar. A no to the second question doesn't automatically mean cancel. Some things are used seasonally, but it's worth noting. The third question is the most useful. Would I sign up for this today at this price? This reframes the decision away from should I cancel something I already have, which can feel like a loss, toward would I choose this fresh right now. The same underlying decision, but framed in a way that's easier to evaluate honestly. Now Grug addresses the things this audit often reveals, patterns worth knowing about in advance, because they're common enough to specifically look for. Pattern 1. The forgotten free trial that converted. Grug's own situation, a free trial that converted to a paid subscription. The conversion itself didn't prompt any review because nothing about it felt like a new decision. It felt like nothing happened, but a charge started. Pattern 2. The bundle remnant. A subscription that came bundled with something else, a device, a service, where the bundle's main purpose has ended. The original reason for having it no longer applies, but the charge persists independently. You are paying for something you no longer need. Pattern 3. The just-in-case subscription. Something kept active because canceling feels like it might be needed again someday. Keeping something just in case has a cost too, specifically the ongoing charges while waiting for the case that may or may not arrive. Pattern 4. Overlapping services. Two different subscriptions that serve a similar purpose, where one would actually be sufficient on its own. Now Grug's framework for what to do for things genuinely used regularly and worth their cost when evaluated fresh. Keep them. For things not recognized, not used, or that wouldn't be chosen fresh today, cancel. This frees up teeth to flow into savings. For annual subscriptions, Grug suggests building a brief annual review into the calendar, timed around when these renewal charges happen. Subscriptions are structurally different from one-time purchases. They're evaluated once, at sign-up, but the cost repeats indefinitely without further evaluation. Small monthly amounts represent meaningfully larger amounts over time. Thus, only a few teeth framing obscures this reality. The most useful question isn't should I cancel this, but would I sign up for this today? At this price, reframing the choice. Grug's 324 teeth per year didn't disappear because he was careless. It was the absence of a second thought, repeated dozens of times. Grug canceled what wasn't being used. Now 324 teeth a year are compounding instead of quietly leaking. Same teeth. Completely different direction. Next video. Grug discovers salary negotiation mistakes. It might be the single most consequential number in your career. Do not miss it.